Welcome to the DK Custom Products video channel. My name's Kevin. This is Dwayne. And today we're going to talk about a comment that we received on one of our previous videos. So I don't know if this comment was said because he was agreeing with us or if it was said sarcastically.
Yeah.
But I'll just read the comment. It says, "You guys remind me of the Old West guys that have a magical elixir, the cure for everything." Well, when we started DK Custom Products, Devin, the D, myself, Kevin, the K, we did it for one reason: not to sell a single part to anybody. We did it because I had ideas of what I wanted on my bike, and Devin had the skills to make them. And I wanted the parts, and I wasn't getting the parts from other people. They either didn't have them in stock, they shipped me the wrong part, it didn't do what they said, they shipped me a part that wasn't how it was described, or it was just cheaply made, or I would email them or call them with a question and never hear back from them. So I just said, "Hey, Devin, can you make these parts for me?" And he made them, and they were good quality parts. And so I said, "Would you want to make some more and we could split the money, whatever we sell them for?" And that's literally how DK started, was making parts for our own bikes. Some of them didn't work out, but the ones that did, we put them on a website, really inexpensive GoDaddy website that we had, and we made them available to other people. And that's that's one of our core values that we still adhere to today, is we don't put things on our website that we don't run on our own bikes.
Right. And I feel like this comment would never have been made if he had seen the parts that go in the trash, the things we come up with that just do not work.
Yeah, we have a lot of ideas. We're always looking to make things better, and not every idea is a good idea.
No, not at all. But the ones that do work, we put them on the website, and the way we promote those parts is we talk about them in videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's a new concept.
The thing that we were discussing, or you and I were discussing whether even to make this video, and it's the thing that just, kept slapping me upside the head is when, he's inferring that whenever there's a problem with the bike, we come up with some way to ameliorate that problem, to fix that problem, to make that problem go away. Of course, if everything is working good, we're not going to make a part for it. We're only going to make parts where there is a deficiency in the bike.
Right.
If there's, like Harley's chrome, as a rule, is great. They make great chrome. The things that they make that are good, that have no need for improvement, why would we spend any time making them?
Right.
So yeah, when there's a problem, we're going to look for a way to solve that problem. So why are you surprised that we're developing parts for areas of the bike where there's a problem?
Right.
That's what we do. Right. That's why we do what we do.
Right. And the particular video this comment was made on was where we were literally testing so that we could back up the statements. We were testing the temperature of the gases that are compromising your air intake quality. Like, we put a thermometer in there. It's over 100 degrees. Lowering that temperature of air intake is going to result in performance. That is not snake oil. That's a universal rule.
I mean, if you look, there's, and we'll put a video up in the corner about why your Harley will love this mod. And I think that video starts out with a guy who's an old-time engine builder, just got into Harleys, in the last 10 years, but the decades before that built engines, and he couldn't believe how many people were running and venting their crankcase gases internally, because in the world of engines, outside of Harley, outside of, I'm not going to do it unless the Harley engineer designed it, right? Everybody knows to run an external breather system. This is not a foreign concept in the engine world. So we make parts. If we see, we get a new bike. Devin got a 23.5 Street Glide CVO.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at it, decided that was the bike he wanted. He waited months for that particular paint job because they were having problems with the paint. He finally got it and started riding it. And there were things that he was uncomfortable with. One of the first things he was uncomfortable with was where the brake pedal was. Because, and now that we have an air cleaner for that bike, it's not as much of a problem. But with the factory air cleaner, it was bumping his knee out from the floorboard, and he was having a hard time articulating the foot brake. So the first thing he did was put the extended rear brake pedal that we have on our website, which, by the way, we don't make because there's already another company out there that makes them good. So why would we make one? But he put that on there because he got a bike and it was a problem. The next thing he started working on was the airbox, because the airbox was bumping him in the knee, sort of ugly, and obviously did not flow enough air for the 121 VVT engine.
Yeah.
And so we're going to look at things that are deficiencies or are not as good as they could be, and we're going to make parts for that. That's what we're going to make parts for.
That's right. I think we'd get a little less of these comments or people having that opinion if they just gave us a chance, gave us a call. So obviously we talk about the benefits of external breather systems. And yes, we sell external breather systems, but it's just hose.
But here's the key. We don't talk about external breather systems because we sell them.
Right.
We sell them because of what we talk about in them. It's a problem. It's a problem. And so we wanted to fix the problem.
Right. But I can't tell you how many times I've told people the components they need to just build it themselves.
Yeah, go to the hardware store.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was a comment we got back, this is a month or two ago, and it's on our list of videos to make. But a guy had bought an external breather system from us like 10 or 12 years ago, running on his bike. Then he got another bike and he went to the hardware store, several hardware stores and parts stores, and got the different parts he needed. And then he got another bike and he bought an external breather system from us, because by the time he added up all his figuring out where to get all the parts, driving to the store to get the parts, and going, oh, well, this one was out of that, so he had to drive to another store to get the parts. It was more expensive and more of a hassle than just sitting at his computer and ordering one that's made for his bike and has all the stuff.
Right. And I promise you guys, none of us are rich from selling you putting hoses in.
Systems.
We're not.
So, and the one thing he says is that you have a magical elixir cure for everything. I wish we had a cure for everything.
Right.
There are some things that you just can't fix on a Harley. And the ideal oil temperature is 190, 195 to 220. That's ideal. That's not ideal for Harleys. That's ideal for every internal combustion engine, whether it's gas or diesel. You go to any car out there that's been made in the last 30 or 40 years, and that's where the engine temperature, oil temperature should be. And we can't do it. We just can't do it. We can get close. We can get down to 230, which is where Harley has said the normal operating temperature is. And we can do a lot of work on some bikes and not as much on others and get it to 230. But 230 is not ideal. Just because Harley says it's normal doesn't mean it's ideal. Ideal would be down in the 195 to 200, 205. And don't worry about the condensation not burning off if you're not at boiling temperature. You can put some water on a sidewalk that's only 100 degrees and that water is going to evaporate. You don't need to boil it off.
Right. Now, we're not making this video just to clap back at this guy, because we welcome all comments, even opposing comments. If we didn't, we would just delete the negative comments like a lot of other companies do. But I would actually prefer that if you have an opposing viewpoint, just ask us how we came to our conclusion. Because if this gentleman would have asked us, well, how do you know there's a benefit to venting externally? We could have linked him to several videos where we've done dyno testing of what happens before and after you vent externally.
And we even have other people who've done dyno testing and have results. And you can see that in a link that we're going to put down in the description below.
Right. So again, if you guys have any input or any comments, both positive and negative, leave them in the comments below. Or if you have questions at all about anything we offer on our website or anything we said in this video, shoot me an email to support@dkcustomproducts.com or give us a call at the office, 662-252-8828.
Y'all ride safe out there.